tell you about the conspiracy to keep you poor. You see that Selfridges that's in Oxford Street? Fake. You see the Selfridges that are in Birmingham and Manchester? Fake. This country, the biggest number one skill is construction. Construction, electric, engineering, plumbing, property, land, anything to do with gardening, like those, anything to do with housing and building, right? This stupid designer shop and all these stupid shops are fake. They should only be in two locations: Bicester Village and Cheshire. It's for the rich. Otherwise, fly to Milan and fly to Monaco and buy your bag. Otherwise, good luck to you, because we don't know what you're doing in this country. The United Kingdom is not a prosperous country. It's not prosperous because you have to beg for money. It's not prosperous because, sorry, not beg for money. It's not prosperous because the trees don't grow any fruit. There's no sun here. So people are not going outside. It's rainy, it's cold, it's dreary, and it caters to too many people and too many classes of people. That means the country doesn't make sense. There's no sense in the way that it's built. Going to Oxford Street and having brunch to feel luxury and designer is foolish and it's a trap. Where you should go is near the airport. Go to a nice place in the UK that's good enough location, that's affordable. Get yourself to an airport and get yourself to another country. Go and fly. That's your brunch. Fly and travel somewhere else that's warm and hot. That's your brunch. All this other going out, shopping, designer, pretending that you're rich and taking picture is for the foolish and for the fools. You're not having a good time paying £50 for a glass of wine. You're not having a good time paying £50 for fish when you can sit in your friend's house and be with your friends and eat and cook and laugh and joke and play games and cards and sex and kiss and flirt and do everything with your friend. When you can get a car, a big car, a minivan, a long car that can seat 8 people, a car with a boot, a mini truck, a caravan, and party with your people and spend money on that and spend money there with your people. Not all this individualism and everybody and people rolling their neck thinking that they can get by as an individual in this country. That is for the foolish and that is the trap. You know that tram that's in Manchester, that's in Piccadilly, it's fake. Why would there be a tram through the high street? How are the little kids gonna walk around? The decimals, do you know how loud that tram is? How is the children gonna walk around? How is the family of 8 gonna walk around? How is the pram gonna move around? How are groups of people gonna move around? You see that sound, that noise, that is frustrating to any human being, any person. A boy will smash that tram and not know why, just because it's pissing him off. How is anybody who works any career meant to stand that tram that goes through Piccadilly? And then on top of that, you've got another Selfridges near it, landed there. Does that make sense? You've got a Selfridges and a tram stop together. Does that make sense? Does the building of Manchester Piccadilly make sense? Does the building of Manchester Piccadilly make sense? Why are there trams going through the centre? Does Manchester have that many people that there needs to be a tram in the first place? Is Manchester not a driving town with all these cars all around the whole city? Manchester is a driving town. It's also a car manufacturing town. It's a car manufacturing town. You would never need a tram on the front, on the road, on the pavement, and you would never need a tram all day and all night, Monday to Monday, Sunday evening, Sunday at 1 a.m. A tram is going by. A tram, tooting, is going by. All these things that you're seeing are illogical and it's telling you to run and run the other direction. All I get from this country is to run the other direction. I don't see anybody, whether you are black, white, anybody, making good with this country. Even the original Brits that were here, the Vikings came from the Scandinavians. A lot of the blonde people are descendants from Scandinavian countries. I see them going and leaving. I don't see anybody really doing anything here. This place is haunted. This country is haunted, it's gothic, it's old, and it doesn't make any sense. Everybody here is being driven crazy by the lack of sun, the lack of food, the lack of fruit, the lack of health in this country. There's no health. We should have fruits and plants and gardens out of the ears. Like I said, we should have fruits on dropping on the cars. Every tree that is planted should be a fruit tree. There should be vegetation like you've never seen before. You go into shops, half of it is sugar. Half of it is Coca-Cola and Nestle and sugar. And then on top of that, you got the cheeks to have small little Sainsbury's locals and small co-ops and all these small shops not serving food or giving food. Most people in the United Kingdom, including the Caucasian people here, eat international food. They eat spices. They eat massive lots of food, and that's like you're having to shop every single day. Does that make sense? You're having to shop and buy food every single day. One head of broccoli can be devoured by one person. One head of broccoli can be devoured by one person. Does it make sense to have a small Sainsbury's and to have broccoli for £1 and it's all individual, one individual, and you're not buying it by several, by a crate? And then everyone's walking around as an individual. What are we living on then? What are people living? How are people living?